Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Absolute Falcon Cinema. I'm your host, Caleb, and today I'm joined by my friends E and Katie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. I am really excited to talk about movies with y'all. To start off, how would you describe y'all's taste in movies, like based on like what you watch and stuff, to somebody who has doesn't know you?
Is it okay if I go first?
Yeah.
Basically, I think I would say my taste in movies varies a lot. Like sometimes I just not up to the mood to watching movies like at all. Like it's just I can't commit to watching like hours. But other times I definitely am like just picking like random movies I see like on lists or like ones I have been needing to get to, you know.
Mm.
But if you're talking about like genres of movies, it definitely varies. Like I like all kinds of movies.
Okay. Katie, what about you?
I think I like a lot of different genres also. I know what I definitely don't like rom-coms. No.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of those either.
What?
So. No.
What?
They just make me cringe so bad.
What?
Okay, I will say it depends on the rom-com. You know,
Yeah.
there's good rom-coms and there's bad rom-coms.
What
Yeah.
rom-com do you think is good?
It's good. 10 Things I Hate About You for sure.
That is a great rom-com. Yeah.
I don't know if this counts, but 500 Days of Summer is another one of my favorites as well.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more of like a romantic tragedy though. That movie's
Yeah.
hard to get through.
Yeah. Oh,
But-
yeah.
Yeah. Katie, do you have Letterboxd?
No.
No. I wanted to go over y'all's Letterboxd top 4 favorite movies and what y'all got in there and why. So, Katie, you can just come up like what are four
yeah,
what
okay,
are
I
four
can do that.
movies do you think that like are your all-time favorites or movies that represent you the most?
Representation is hard, but I think 2 at least of my 4-time all favorite movies are Better Days, which
Ooh.
is a K-drama, I think, and then Your Name Engraved Herein. I think I watched them like a really long time ago, but they've just like really stuck with me, and I've watched them over a couple of times. So yeah,
I have seen Better Days. That's an excellent film.
I know
That's
it's so good.
excellent. It's the same guy that directed Paris, Texas, Wim
Really?
Wenders. Yep, he did Better
Dude.
Days. It's
Oh
a
my gosh.
great movie.
I have to watch it.
Yeah. E, what about you? What's your top 4?
My top 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First off, The Crow.
I knew you were going to say that.
Second, Cash. Have you seen it?
I have not. What's it about?
It's about this like family that's being stalked. It's a French film.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know Funny Games or The Piano Teacher?
Yes, I've heard of both of them.
Yes, it's by the same director,
What's the director's name?
Michael Haneke. He's an Austrian German director.
He's an Austrian-German director, but he directs French
Yeah,
movies?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I searched it up, and he said he just likes French, and it's just easy to find like good French actors, you know.
Interesting.
Third, I have Memento, Christopher Nolan, classic.
Yes.
Fourth, I have. Wait, let me check. Sorry.
Yeah, Memento's an amazing movie. Holy cow.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's one of Christopher Nolan's trippiest, but I think it really emphasizes his like rewatchability with most movies. I think I'm gonna do like a huge Christopher Nolan episode where I'm
Dude.
ranking all of his movies.
You should invite me on.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
we gotta do that together.
Yes. Memento, like you said about rewatchability, like the second time you watch it, it's even better because
Yeah.
now you like connect the pieces of like what you were confused about in the first watch.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, my fourth is Sound of Metal.
Sound of
Gosh.
Sound of Metal is a remarkable movie. I just watched that for the first time a couple months ago, and I was really impressed by the sound design. It won,
Yes.
I think it won Best Sound Design at the Oscars, and it really deserved that. It's about a drummer that goes deaf, and you're like experiencing his deafness alongside him. Like you hear this constant ringing throughout the second half of the movie, and it's
And,
an
like,
incredible movie.
And like another detail throughout the movie was when he first started learning sign language. Like, you wouldn't have the subtitles with it until he like actually like got good at it. You know, like you like started learning like with him basically.
Yeah, and just the respect the movie has to the ASL community and the deaf community is like just it's really inspiring. It's a really inspiring movie.
Really, and like it's just beautifully wrapped up too.
Yeah, Katie, what's the most recent movie you've seen?
Probably. Let's be honest. Probably a horror movie that I watched like really late at night. I don't know. I'm not like a religious movie watcher like E is. I don't know. I only really watch movies anymore when I like really find one that like I think would be like really inspiring or just like really would hit hard or something like that.
What's a good example of that? One that you can remember off the top of your head?
I think I'd have to say Better Days again because I feel like that's just the only one that's really coming to mind right now. But it is, I think, one of the best movies I've seen in like the last probably 2 years.
What's your favorite part about that movie?
I think it's kind of hard to articulate, like the way that they like kind of do the romance aspect, I guess, but it's not even really like romance. It's like it's more like dependability on each other, how like they can just depend on each other to keep each other safe, and like how that's brought about by like not being able to keep each other safe. I don't know. It sounds really cliche when I talk about it, but it's a really good movie, okay?
I think I just realized, I think we're thinking of different movies. I am thinking of Perfect Days.
Oh.
Yeah. So I haven't seen Better Days. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, but now I'm curious. What is the movie like about?
Okay, so basically it's about this girl who she's bullied really, really bad, and it's kind of graphic, but it kind of like adds to the quality of the movie. And I don't think I've watched it for like another year, but from what I recall, it was like they do a bunch of really bad things to her, like they shave her hair, and she can't really like go back home. Yeah, have you seen it? Yeah.
Yes.
And she can't really go back home, so she starts hanging out with this guy that she ran into on the way home, and like he was getting like, what was it? It was like beat up by somebody.
Yeah.
And then she kind of just like starts hanging out with him, and like she'll like sleep at his like house on the outskirts of the city and everything, and then he just starts like kind of following her around, like I guess kind of stalkerishly. And I know that sounds bad, but okay, guys, it's and then I think I don't really know, and then I know at least at the end that it jumps to the future, and she's a teacher. And it kind of like leaves you open-ended, but it's really interesting because then she like it's implied that like she has a daughter, and like the last scene is like him following her like what's like 8 paces behind or something, and that's like the last scene.
I have like seen clips of it on TikTok.
Yeah, like
People
them riding like a moped. Yeah, that's like
or like is it like a romance thing?
Yeah, it is, but it's not like cringy or anything. It's like really like heartfelt, and there's
it's
like
a K-drama, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Caleb,
Okay.
Caleb, do you watch K-dramas?
I don't. It's really a subgenre I'm not familiar with.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you watch like any kind of movies with like in like different languages?
Yeah. Well, you said Better Days and K-drama, and I thought of Perfect Days because that movie is, I think it's in Japanese. I think it does take place in Japan, but yes, that movie's in a different language. I've seen a couple of old samurai movies, like Akira Kurosawa.
Yes.
Yeah. And those have all in Japanese too. And some of the Godzilla movies are in Japanese.
Oh my gosh, I should have put that in. Oh my gosh, I love Shin Godzilla. I saw it in theaters. That was like the best theater experience of my life.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Oh,
it was so good.
I just remembered something. We all went to see Back to the Future in theaters.
Yeah, the
oh really?
Yeah, the anniversary.
Nice. Yeah, that was amazing. I had actually never seen it before.
What?
Up until
Are you
I'm gonna be
serious?
so honest,
Yeah.
I hadn't either.
Guys, please.
Yeah, I know. It's a classic I missed out on for so long, but the anniversary gave me an excuse to watch it. So
Yeah, exactly. And you liked it, right?
yeah, I thought it was a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's just like the pinnacle of like 80s and like movies and that time and like
Yeah.
the tropes. Oh my gosh.
I found myself like getting like deja vu. I feel like Marty McFly reminded me of Luke Skywalker
Dude,
so
yes.
much, bro.
Just like young, like teen dudes. Just, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and I found the dynamics of that movie to be pretty funny too, especially like when he meets his mom. And his mom
Yes,
gets
yes. No, because we were like just cringing the entire time throughout that whole like movie.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I was not prepared for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I love the tension building in that movie is really great
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
especially like towards the climax when it's like, oh my gosh, is he gonna like get back to the present and stuff?
Yes.
And I think it's a movie that's really well directed. Robert Zemeckis is really known for his interesting like directing style that is very similar to what's his name, Edgar Wright, where his movies are shot in really like dynamic frames and very fast paced, so that all of the action is digestible, but also like super exciting and really invigorating.
What are some of his movies?
Robert Zemeckis also directed. He did Polar Express.
What?
He
No
did.
way.
Yeah, he did do Polar Express. He did. Shoot. I mean, he did all the Back to the Future movies. I'm sort of blanking though.
It's okay.
He didn't do Indiana Jones. That was Steven Spielberg. But if you look up his name on
Yeah.
Letterboxd, there's a lot of like iconic '80s movies that are under his
Yeah, yeah.
name.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I said wonderful. Sorry.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Anyways.
E, what's the most recent movie you watched?
The most recent movie I've watched. Okay, I started a movie. I started The Thing actually because it's been on my list for like a while.
Oh my gosh.
I know, dude. Everything I've heard about The Thing has been like so good, and visually it just looks amazing too. And I know if I finish it, I will literally love it because it's starting off so good anyway.
The Thing is arguably some of the best practical effects ever put to film. The way they designed the creature and the way that the practical effects artists pulled off all of these like just insane grotesque images is like it turns from like something that's like really like gross and disgusting almost into like artwork, you know? Like it's so like Lovecraftian and so like almost like beautiful in that way.
Yeah.
But the reason why it makes such a big impact is because it rarely happens. You know, there's only like 3 or 4 times in the movie where it turns into this like really big grotesque beast. The rest of the movie like sort of plays out like Among Us. You know, like Among Us like is the main inspiration from Among Us is from The Thing. It's
Really?
like you're trying to find like who is the alien and who is being like who is the shapeshifter. You know, and it's a remarkable movie. 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I
one of the
definitely need
greatest
to
horror
finish
movies
it.
of all time.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you to finish it. It's so good.
Do you think like the effects of The Thing, like with the monster, do you think it like influenced a lot of like modern horror today?
I will say yes, but I think the whole like CGI
Ooh,
sort of thing
yeah.
like ruined it. Like I feel like The Thing was during like the golden age of practical effects where like I feel like it only really could have been made at that time. They actually did a remake of The Thing, which came out in 2012,
Ooh.
and there is a really sad story about that movie. They originally, in pre-production, they planned it like the original movie. They
Yeah.
did a bunch of like practical effects. They built a lot of like this practical stuff.
Yeah.
And the studio looked at that and they were like, "Oh, this looks too much like an 80s movie. So we're going to
What?
cut it out and replace it with CGI."
What?
But yeah, I think they just completely misunderstood. The Thing came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like the practical effects is what makes it appealing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Like that's the good part about like movies.
yeah, they completely fumbled the ball with that one, and the CGI effects looks terrible compared to The Thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very sad. But I think that just shows how like the Thing really represents like how much or how big you can take practical effects and just the quality of practical effects, like the tangibility of it. It
Yeah.
really adds to the horror of the film.
Mhm.
And that's why it's such a classic. It's because you allowed these artists to come on
Mhm.
and like design all of these really intricate stuff, and you gave them a budget to do that,
Mhm.
and they execute it like almost perfectly.
Yeah, I feel like the time that people like directors and artists take on movie definitely shows in like the results. Like in like like in Star Wars, you know, where they used to like paint like the scenes, especially in the older movies. Yeah, like I feel like there's a reason why people like still love it so much even now.
Mm.
Yeah.
What are some of y'all's like favorite eras of movies?
60s and 70s for sure. I just love Stanley Kubrick so much.
Yeah. Katie, what about you?
I don't really pay attention to really like the years when my favorite movies were released. I just know that I think the quality of movies nowadays has really been like downgraded in like the general public. They're releasing like more movies, but they're thought out like a lot less.
Can I counter
So-
that? I think it's become harder to find good movies.
Oh yeah.
That's why I like to think of it a little more optimistically. It's not that movies have gotten worse. It's just that the system is very different from when it, or like how it was originally, where yes, sure, there is less like original projects coming out, and the projects making the most money are like sequels and remakes and stuff.
Right.
But when you dig a little bit deeper than that, you'll see like there are still auteurs in the genre or in the industry that are still making waves. It's just like harder to seek them out.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like a movie that flew like really under the radar these past couple months has been One Battle After Another, Paul Thomas Anderson's new movie. And not a lot of people went to see that, but I think it's one of like the greatest movies of the decade. And I think that it really shows the fact that like there are still like great artists and great directors working in the industry that want to make out that want to put out these good stuff. But you just gotta look a little bit harder for it.
Okay,
you know?
that makes sense. Yeah.
Adding to that, I feel like a lot of like famous like big name directors like currently are the only ones that are like trending on social media, and it's like why it's harder to seek like more niche like good movies, you know.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, and like these big filmmakers, yes, sure. While they are like immensely talented and have a lot or have earned their in many ways have earned their status. I feel like younger and like more lower budget directors have a lot of potential, you know, and a lot of the stuff they put out is a lot more raw and visceral when it comes to like where you can push the medium.
Yeah.
For example, have you heard of Damien Chazelle?
Nope.
Damien Chazelle is a director that really made a lot of movies that became a lot of like cult classics over the early 2010s, but his movies were on like super low budgets. Like he directed Whiplash.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yes, and he directed La La Land, and those two movies, like by themselves, are like stone cold classics.
Yeah.
People, cinephiles consider them some of the greatest movies ever made. Whiplash was made with a budget of only around like $3 million. That's
Wow.
and like
Oh my
for
God.
movies, that's like dirt cheap.
Yeah. He really made like something like two incredible movies with such low budgets. And like the production of La La Land is just amazing too.
Yeah, I think La La Land. I think it was more like, I want to say like 40 million, but still like super
Yeah.
low budget.
Yeah. In comparison to like modern like the films that are like coming out today. Yeah.
For sure. Yes, and I think most of the money that Whiplash earned, he used to make La La Land. It was kind of like his passion project.
Yeah.
You know? He had developed La La Land like way before he even started Whiplash. He just kind of made it as like a thing to like fundraise his passion project, and La La Land ended up being like one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah.
So that like that just goes to show how great of a filmmaker he is.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the biggest example I can come up with. But I have a friend who's really into like indie cinema, and she's trying to get me to watch like more of those kinds of films. And I'm starting to see like the beauty of that, those smaller communities,
Yeah.
and the way that they have more artistic freedom than the bigger filmmakers.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel speaking of like directors that like aren't really known. You saw Frankenstein, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Did you like know the director's like work before Frankenstein?
Yes, Guillermo del Toro is a director who's actually known for canceling more projects than making.
Really? What?
Yeah. He actually was the original director for the Hobbit movies.
What?
And
What?
he like there's a long Wikipedia list of all of the projects that he has canceled. Like there's so many. I can't think of like the Hobbit's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. But the movies that he has made are really good, like
Yeah.
The Shape of Water, Pacific Rim, those
Yeah.
kinds, and the Hellboy movies too.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's a director really known for like his really weird and strange artistic vision, you know?
Yeah, when I was watching Frankenstein, I noticed that okay, maybe I'm just not used to watching like more like modern films like 2025, 2024, but I feel like the way it was like shot was really like interesting, you know?
Yes. He's a very dynamic filmmaker for sure. And I also found that like the vibes of the film were really unique and really fitting of the book. I'm reading the book right now. Yeah. I read that book or I'm reading that book for my AP Lit class.
Oh,
And
really?
yes, I think Guillermo del Toro did a really great job of conveying that sort of gothic nature
Mhm.
and incorporating it to the big screen. You could really tell it was like a passion project
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah.
Like it's like the care he put into developing all the characters and all the actors and all the costume designs too were phenomenal. But yeah, super good movie for sure. Yeah, and like you mentioned, like movies like The Crow and like Donnie
Yeah.
Darko and that sort of like darker like cinema, not as much like edgier, but like could you like get a little bit more into that? Like what is the appeal of those movies?
I would say it's definitely like the psychological aspects of the movies. The Crow, I also after like watching The Crow, I immediately jumped to reading The Crow, because it's like based off the comic, books, and it's just, dude, like it just has like a old like feeling too. Like it's obviously not like the best movie like of all time, but it's still like it has a great story. It's accurate to his character, and the soundtrack is amazing. It's-
I have heard good things about the soundtrack.
Yeah, it has Nine Inch Nails, The Cure. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah. Really cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
I would like to I am interested in that like sort of darker side to cinema, especially since like I've just been watching a lot of kids movies right now and I've
Yeah.
just like grown kind of tired of the formula. So I need something to like switch it up.
Yeah,
Do you have any movies you'd recommend to me?
Oh yeah, all Michael Haneke movies, like honestly, like
Yeah.
he really focuses on like darker aspects. Like The Piano Teacher, it's about like this. Have you heard like the description?
I have a rough idea. Isn't it like a piano teacher has an affair with their student or something?
Yeah, kind of. But like basically, it's just like, she's like, she has like this like deep like unsettling like desire in her, and it's just like really like grotesque and disturbing, like how like it affects like her life and whatnot. It definitely goes into like dark like dark like topics, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like cinema is a really great way to explore those darker topics
Yeah.
without it feeling like too overwhelming, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
The line I draw most of the time is like if it's based on like a real event, then I
Yeah.
find it hard to distinguish the like the cinema with like the real event, and it like kind of weighs on my psyche a little bit.
Really?
But yeah, like I saw a movie, a World War One movie called
Oh.
shoot, Paths of Glory.
Oh,
Stanley
yeah,
Kubrick's.
yeah.
That
Oh my gosh.
I felt so bad after
Yeah,
watching that movie, bro.
no.
That movie is like really hard to get through, especially since like I know that's what a lot of people
Yeah.
like. I know the story itself is made up and based on a book, but just the way like the fact that it actually happened was just kind of hard to watch.
Yeah, just like war movies in general are just so hard to watch. Like, it's just they are like enjoyable. Like the films, like they're great. They're like the cinematography is amazing. It's just like the story and like the emotional aspect to it. It's just hard to like, keep watching.
Yeah.
Like in I watched All Quiet on or like Quiet on frick. What was it again?
All Quiet on the Western
Yes,
Front.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Oh my gosh, that was so like, it was just so sad.
Yeah. Yeah, there's an inherent sadness to war movies. It's
Yeah.
something I can't really get past. I still haven't seen like Saving Private Ryan. I heard that's a
Really?
pretty tough one too. Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan. There was also have you seen The Pianist?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Dude.
I describe like my movie going experience as like I am more of like I watch movies in theaters, right? Because I love
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
movies in theaters. So a lot of the classics I've simply just missed out on because
Yeah.
they're not in theaters, you know?
Yeah, but you go to like the library or
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're there, right?
Yeah, they are there.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know.
Oh, okay, so you're missing out. Okay.
I am simply just missing out.
Yeah.
Tried to come up with an excuse, but
Yeah.
backfired.
Yeah. You're missing out on all of the tears that you could be crying while watching them, bro.
See, yeah, I have an interesting relationship with movies that make me cry. Like either I love it or I absolutely despise it. You know?
Yeah.
Because it's like either it's earned that emotional release or it's just so sad that it's like I feel like I'm crying and it's like I feel so terrible
Yeah.
after watching that movie.
Yeah.
You know?
What was like one of the bad ones?
The bad ones. You heard of A Dog's Purpose?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Are you like weak to like sad animal films?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy. I was crying so much and I like despise that movie.
Yeah.
Like that's like the worst concept you could ever think of in a movie. Like
Yes.
let's have a dog die
Oh.
over and over again for an hour and a half. It was miserable. It was a
Yeah.
miserable
It's just
viewing.
like torture.
Mhm.
Have you
Literally.
seen that new horror movie with the dog?
No, I've heard about it. Good
Yeah.
Boy, right?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
Why'd you even bring it up?
I don't know, because we were talking about dogs.
Yeah.
Um,
One good dog related movie I've seen recently is Oliver and Company.
What's it about?
It's a Disney classic.
Oh.
It's about like a cat, like a stray cat, and I think it's supposed to be like a play on like Oliver Twist, but
Ooh.
I kind of liked it. There was a dog character that's played by Billy Joel. And,
Really?
yeah, it's basically just like the movie's appeal is mostly just like Billy Joel sings a song and it's like
Yeah.
it's like really fire.
Yeah, I was about to ask you if he like sings in that.
He does. Yep, it's a musical and he does a song and it's like the best song in the whole movie. But yeah, I found it to be a really enjoyable movie. Like it's about like a bunch of stray dogs who like band together.
Yeah.
And I think it's more of like from a nostalgia standpoint. My brother and I were watching and we had like a great time. We were just like laughing so hard, bro.
I think watching movies with like other people is definitely like an experience for sure.
Yeah. And like most of these kids movies I couldn't really get through without like watching them like with my brother.
Really?
You know? No,
What?
yeah. I see there are a lot of kids movies. I love a lot of kids movies.
Yeah.
But there's a certain formula that sort of makes them like tiring to get through. You know?
What?
It's always like, oh, this one character he's like, or he or she is like going through life, and they have to learn like lessons of like how to treat people, like with the help of their friends, or with the help of their like companion.
I
And, like,
guess.
there's always like the one character that's like cute, just so the studio can like sell some
Yeah.
merch from them.
Okay,
and-
yeah, that's definitely true.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like even with like this, like the way that they format like kids films, it's still enjoyable, you know?
Yeah, fair enough. I really liked the Puss in Boots: The Last Wish movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, and it is a kids movie, but it also it has things in there that adults can enjoy as
Yeah.
well. It has a lot of themes about like death and how Puss like deals with that. Like death is like literally like chasing after
Yeah.
him, and it's like it's scary, and it really mirrors like the real life human experience of like having to die, and like how do you live your life
Yeah.
knowing the fact that you're gonna die eventually, and you don't know when it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
And I know like it that's the thing I took away from it. It's not something that kids will take away from
Yeah.
it. Something that kids will take away from it be like, oh, death is so scary, or like, oh, Puss in Boots is such a cool cool character. But I like those kinds of movies that have those kinds of kids movies
Yeah.
that are for kids, but also have something in there for
Yeah.
the adults to enjoy
Yeah.
too.
I mean, speaking of that, like Soul,
Yes.
Oh my
Soul
gosh.
is an incredible kids movie.
amazing.
Yep. Yeah. Jamie Foxx. I didn't know it was Jamie Foxx going into the movie.
Really?
I feel like I don't know if that speaks to the quality of his voice acting or not, but yeah, I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
I think that the world building in that movie
It
is
was-
really, really cool.
Yeah, it was
And
amazing.
like one of the last like original concepts I can think of from Pixar. And yeah, I really like it's really a phenomenal movie. Like how it treats music and stuff, and how really, really great. I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah,
Like
me
thank
too,
you
me
for
too.
thanks for like bringing it up again. That like reminded me to watch it.
Yeah, but you have to watch the darker films first.
Darker film source.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I was just saying that.
Yeah, take
Yeah.
a break from them with Soul.
With Soul.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Like balancing them out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
always
exactly.
important. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for coming on. E.
Yeah,
I was sad that Katie had to leave us in the middle of our recording,
it's
but
okay.
yeah, I think she brought up a lot of good points too,
did,
for
yeah.
sure. But yeah, I would love to do this again because I
Yeah.
think like our conversation was like really incredible.
Mhm.
I have finally met another film aficionado here at this school. You know?
Yes, bro. Next time I'll come back with the thing watched.
Yes.
Trust.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and we can talk about that a little more in depth.
Yes, and we can also talk with Audrey and talk about the LGBTQ like films with Katie because she also really likes that like genre as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. We can do like a follow-up episode on what we recorded earlier.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. Yeah. Well, that was some absolute Falcon Cinema, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. E, thank you for coming. And yeah, I hope you all learned some new stuff about E's film taste and my film taste as well.
Yep.
And yeah.
Follow us on Letterboxd, guys.
Yes, yeah. I'll be sure to post my Letterboxd account on my Instagram at some point.
Mhm.
But yeah, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. You know what movie is that from?
The Truman Show.
Yes, classic.
Amazing.
Classic movie.
It used to be on my top 4.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice,
It
yeah.
was-
Phenomenal movie. Take care, y'all.